So every year on this channel, since 2019, around the month of June, I would make a video called Summer Announcements. And these videos would basically be me going into detail and just announcing certain events for the Zola's Up 2 and Free, Backyard, Legos Island, and Creations World series, and then major upcoming trips that would change the said location of the Backyard video series for a few weeks. Now, the first one took place all the way back in 2019. It wasn't even called Summer Announcements, but it was basically the same thing as a Summer Announcements video, but that was before I got the idea of it. And then we skipped 2020 because that was obviously the year of the pandemic and we were all locked in our houses and couldn't do much. So that was understandable why that year was skipped. But then you may realize that there was a 4-year streak from 2021 all the way to 2024 where I did it in the month of June, either in late June or early June, mainly in early June. And with all that said, you may be now wondering, is there going to be one for 2025? Because we've been going good with this streak for the last 4 years. And I do have an answer for that. No. Let me explain why. I'm going to be real and actually 100% serious here. There is not really anything happening this summer in the months of June, July, and August. Specifically, the things you saw in the month of June were already announced months ago, such as Legos Island Summer, the Summer Party in the Backyard, and Dream Realms. All of those were announced a few months ago, so you already saw those coming in the month of June. So, yeah, I didn't need to announce anything there. But for the month of July, I'm not going to lie, all we have is 4th of July and my channel anniversary. 4th of July on July 4th, and then my channel anniversary on July 25th. Which, just for the record, if you do watch any of these summer announcements videos right here, these are things I announce in every single summer announcements video. So, personally, it would feel like I am repeating myself for, like, the 5th time. Actually, make that 6, actually, if I were to have done it this year. And then for August, really the only thing that's happening this August is just the Backyard Video's 9th anniversary on August 25th. So, basically, the idea here is there is nothing new or interesting to announce for the upcoming months of July and August. Because I'm going to be real here, it's basically just going to play out like every other summer on this channel. Basically, the same things. And I'm going to be personally honest, I already announced a while back that the New York trip is not a thing this year in 2025 because we indicated and stated that these weren't going to be yearly anymore because they're getting too difficult to pull off every year. So that's another reason why this summer is practically going to feel pretty much empty. So there was no reason to make a summer announcements video for 2025 because basically the entire summer is basically going to be empty. There's not really anything going on this year. So that can explain why there was no summer announcements video. Because there's nothing new or interesting enough that I haven't already announced already in previous years to announce this time. It's basically, if I made this year's, I would just be basically repeating myself from all these other videos in this playlist. And yeah, I don't want to do that again for the 6th time. Plus, since over half the things we would normally announce in these videos are just not a thing this year, why bother making the video? And actually, this is all true actually, because it is true. None of these things are happening. Of course, we still have obviously events for 4th of July and Backyard Videos and all that stuff. But that is something I announce every year, though. And it's pretty much always been the same thing, so yeah. So, yeah, now you get the idea why I didn't make summer announcements for 2025. Because there's just nothing this time. It's basically just going to be the same thing again. Just with basically almost every major thing missing. So, yeah, there's your answer as to why there was no summer announcements for 2025. Hopefully next year something interesting will happen and I'll actually have a good reason to make the video this time. But, with all that said, that is it for this Saturday Stories. I wanted to go into detail because I think like 2 people were asking like where the heck it was. Mainly Evil Cluck and CoolCat33 were asking like where the heck is it? And this was at the beginning of the month, so I thought I'd finally clear that up as to why it didn't happen. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one on July 5th. I'm referring to the next Saturday Stories. See you next time.